Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and let's get into some exciting news. All right, this is going to come out straight from the source itself, Vitalik Buterin, as we get into some exciting talk about Ethereum. Now, I'm not sure how well received this video will be here on YouTube or on X, for that matter, because for some reason, when you do talk socially and on those platforms about Ethereum, I think everybody just kind of lumps into the ERC20, a way of doing things, and not just Ethereum in specific. Okay, so when we talk about it, we are going to get down into the bottom of this very, very kind of exciting roadmap, right? As Vitalik calls it, the surge, targeting over 100,000 TPS. So that's what we'll be breaking down in this video. It's kind of the craze right now after these recent comments that we've seen and heard from Vitalik. So I'm going to break that all down for you guys, and we'll take a dive into the chart. So if you're new to the channel, that's completely awesome because I want you guys all to be subscribed. It's totally free to do so. It's just a great way to help us out here on YouTube to give you guys the news every single day. So if you can do that, that's awesome. Also, please remember to smash that like button, and feel free if you think that you want to leave something kind of valid down below in the comments, because not just because of all the bots that are kind of spamming my comment box with shit coins and whatnot, but that's kind of where we look into the comments from Vitalik. I want to know what you guys think about that. Okay, so as I go through the comments, there's nothing I can do about the bots, so please remember this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence, and just to please leave me a comment with what you think about this piece by Vitalik. So I want to get into it, and I am going to show you guys kind of what's going on right now. And you can see for yourself, the market is in a red day. We'll look into Twitter as well, and X, or whatever you want to call it. And you can just see the comments right now. This is where we look into these. This is pretty much breaking news for the most part, okay? And we can talk more so about what Vitalik is able to do and how this roadmap is looking, okay? Now, this is the exact roadmap from the surge, okay? The goal will be 100,000 transactions per second and beyond. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to basically have a kind of prototype in quotations here, and kind of what they like to call it, training wheels. And then obviously after we get through that full roll-up scaling, where we can have essentially just a absolutely insane new Ethereum, okay? And that's where it's going to do a couple things here on this front, guys. For one, it's going to give us 100,000 TPS. It's going to truly add decentralization. And what we see within the layer 2s that'll be out there, you will get that seamless integration and interoperability within the Ethereum ecosystem, okay? And that's going to be kind of look where you look into where this all goes down. Will we see this more so in terms of, layer 2s in terms of, like base chain, like for example, like what are we going to get with all of this? What is the end goal? Okay, is this going to be the Wild Wild West? Is it going to be only a few survive, or is it just going to be something where this becomes such a big kind of scaling kind of development that everybody is going to be successful for the future? So that's kind of where we're at. I want to talk some more about actually what the key goals of the surge is, and there you can see the big man himself, kind of in some form or fashion, not representative of what he looks like actually in real life, but this is kind of where we look into the next step in the roadmap for the surge. Now, the key goals for this is what Vitalik is listing right here on your screen: 100,000 TPS on L1s and L2s. Like I talked about, preserving the decentralization. And if we look into kind of the maximum interoperability and inheriting core Ethereum properties. So, for comparison's sake, this is kind of where you have to look at this in comparison to other blockchains. And it's just basically what has been delivered and where the envelope has been pushed. Okay, cheaper, faster, safer. Boom. 3 words. That's all we need. Ethereum, the hang up has always been back in the days with, now it's not a big thing, but guys, you remember the days when you used to just trade, you had to get out of some meme coin trade or some swap, and it cost almost $300 in gas because you just wanted to exit a position for whatever purpose it may be. I mean, those days are just long gone, but that was crazy, and kind of how we all kind of got baptized into crypto, right? If you got into that side, that sector of crypto, that's kind of what all happened and how that went down. But now as we look into kind of what's happening within this, roadmap for the new Ethereum, if you want to call it that, okay, that's where they would have to get into a trustless, okay, layer 2 networks sufficiently trustless. That's what he wants to improve. Rollups to be developing Ethereum rollups to be trustless, mainly more like the Ethereum mainnet. And this has kind of been halted due to bugs in the code, if you will. All right. But the biggest thing here, guys, is the user experience, right? Vitalik or any crypto lead can basically come out there on the main interwebs, or whatever you want to call it, in the mainstream news, and make these robust claims about their cryptocurrency, about their blockchain, and say that we're going to be faster, smarter, safer, and we're going to scale. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, but talk is cheap. The biggest thing right now is the importance that Vitalik goes on to talk about. Okay, that's improving the experience between Ethereum's subsequent layer 2 networks that we've had kind of become a concern in recent months. All right. That's something where it all needs to be the same. And that's probably my take-home kind of quote from this piece right here that you're seeing on your screen, because Vitalik kind of alluding to that concept means that he knows what he's doing. All right, he knows what he's doing, and he knows full well kind of where everything's headed and where it needs to be. And so this kind of gives me some trust factor moving forward in terms of this development of Ethereum. So I'll leave you guys with that. I do want to allude to kind of where Ethereum is right now on the chart. We are looking at a $2,600 price for Ethereum, roughly trading at that $314 billion plus market cap. And this is, dating back to a ways away, but there was time period where, we're looking at earlier in the year, back in October of 23, we were seeing $1,500 Ethereum. And I know if you guys want to, swing trade or stack ETH, whatever you want to may want to do, I should say, it kind of comes down to your financial goals. But for me, this is where I was looking into Ethereum. I mean, we were down at $900 at one point when I first noticed how much of an opportunity Ethereum would be. I don't really have the same outlook personally as I do with other cryptos such as Solana, with even Bitcoin. But Ethereum, for that matter, a lot of pundits believe that it will hit 10,000 there on the charts. So that's going to be kind of interesting. But with that, I'll leave you guys to exit this video. But before you do, I do want you to subscribe down below. It's totally free to do so, but also please, I want you to leave a comment. Like I said earlier, I want to know where your head's at. Do you think Ethereum eventually will just continue to remain the second mothership, if you will, in terms of altcoins outside of Bitcoin? Or do you think that there's some flaws along the way that need to be addressed more so than scaling Ethereum into all of these layer 2s solutions? Okay, that's what I have. Interesting piece, interesting comments from Vitalik. We'll be sure to keep our eyes open for more, but I want to thank you guys for all watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.